Hey, what's up everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So this latest kick that I'm on is called That's All Folk, and these are all essentially folk songs or songs based on folk songs, even if they aren't necessarily folk songs to begin with. There's one that falls into that particular category. But we have thus far this week looked at the songs the Bonnie Banks of Loch Lomond and Red as the Rose. The first one was a Scottish tune, and then the second one was an Irish tune that came shortly thereafter. So they were to the same tune but different lyrics, even though they were, relatively similar lyrically. So now we are going to take a look at Who's Gonna Buy Your Ribbons When I'm Gone by Paul Clayton and Don't Think Twice It's Alright by Bob Dylan. So lyrically, Paul Clayton's song was actually in and of itself based on another tune called Who's Gonna Buy Your Chickens When I'm Gone, but I've been unable to find a version of that. I can only imagine that when someone buys a chicken, it's at the break of dawn when the rooster crows. The similarities are there between Dylan's version and Clayton's version, such as the opening line, which begins with, "It ain't no use to sit," but instead of "it ain't no use to sit and wonder why," Clayton says, "It ain't no use to sit around and sigh," as well as sit and cry a little bit later. So Clayton also references walking down that lonesome road, which comes up a few different times in Dylan's tune. First with the theme of "You're the reason I'm a traveling on," and later with "I'm a thinking and a wondering walking down the road," which he later expands upon by saying, "I once loved a woman, a child I am told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul." Dylan made it a practice in his early days to expand upon old folk songs to make them his own, and interestingly enough, Johnny Cash wrote a song called "Understand Your Man" that was similarly inspired by Don't Think Twice, and he revealed this inspiration when they played together on the Johnny Cash show. You can hear that recording on Dylan's Traveling Through bootleg collection. Melodically, Who's Gonna Buy Your Ribbons When I'm Gone is written in C major and uses C, E, C, and G in the intro. This is a 1-3-1-5 pattern, followed by C, E, A minor, D, G, E, A minor, F, C, G, and C in the chorus, which is a 1-3-6-2-5-3-6-4-1-5-1 pattern. The verses then use C, E, A minor, D, G, F, and C, which is a 7-2-5-1-4-3-7 pattern. Don't Think Twice It's Alright is written in E major. Now I do want to note that Dylan puts the capo on the 4th fret, so if you don't have the capo, then it's written in C major, but because there's the capo on there, it is E major, so that's where the similarity comes in. So it's played with the capo on the 4th fret and uses C, G/B, A minor, F, and G for and that is, a 6-3-4-2-3 pattern, and that's the first part of the verse. And then he plays C, G/B, A minor, D7, and G for the second part, and that is a 6-3-4 flat 7th and 3 pattern. Like I said, for that second part. The chord changes in the second part of the verse have a similar effect to the second part of Tangled Up in Blue, in that there's tension without having to go to a booming chorus like he does in Like a Rolling Stone. Except to leave the listeners slightly uncomfortable with the situation, the 3 chord in the verse acts as a weak predominant chord and a tonic prolongation, meaning that its first use transitions into something else But that something else is a 6th chord, which creates even more tension rather than resolving. The last chord of each verse ends on the 3 chord and provides a contrast with what he says. Don't think twice, it's all right. It's his rallying cry, but the 3 chord tension tells us that it's really not all right. So structurally, here's where things get really, really fun. Who's Gonna Buy Your Ribbons When I'm Gone begins with the chorus. First of all, I usually associate that structure with modern day pop songs, so it's really a unique choice, but it works very well. It's then followed by a verse, a chorus, another verse, and another chorus. But here's where it gets even more fun. If you listen to the chorus, it sounds very similar to the verses of Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. So not only did Bob expand upon some of the themes in Paul Clayton's original, he also took something that was a chorus and made it into a verse. In fact, there's no chorus in the Dylan tune, just 4 verses. Both Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, and Who's Gonna Buy Your Ribbons When I'm Gone are linked below in the description of this particular video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you check out all of my other vlogs right here on YouTube and all of my blogs, which can be found on the Memphis Songwriters Association website. Next week, we are going to close out this discussion with Johnny I Hardly Knew Ye and the song Folk Bloodbath by Josh Ritter. So make sure you stay tuned for those and check out all of my other vlogs. Like I said, I'm Minnesota Mike. Thank you again for watching.